I don't remember his full name right now, but that horrible, awful, god-awful Mike's No Good Jam or whatever Ordinary.
Oh,
that
Alex
guy,
Warren?
That guy was in the Hype House.
That sucks.
I learned that today. I said, God. Ooh, sorry. I'm peeking. I'm getting worked up about it.
Hey, howdy, hey, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to Mike's Monday Jams, the official podcast for music appreciators everywhere. Today we're going to be talking about the song Every Little Thing I Say I Do by the artist Dayglow. Let's get it.
Yeah, every little thing I say I do it all, and do it. And every little word I say I mean, every little word I say I mean, every little word I say I made it completely.
Monday, November 17th, EC and MC on the track. EC, you told me about some tea before we hit record. Please take it away.
Yeah, y'all. Well, first off, just so you know, this episode we might also change clothes. So
Don't worry about it.
Mind your business. Also, I do have my glasses on because my contacts were hurting. So
Don't worry about it.
We're going glasses on the pod, okay? But yes, my tea. It is slightly music related tea. I have not listened to it, so it might be a misinformed opinion. I've just been told about it. It's within the pop culture zeitgeist.
Y'all, whenever we have misinformed opinions or we just say crap to say crap, we at least admit it.
Well, except for last week when you were trying to claim that you would know about estuaries because of your biology degree.
But
I've had multiple people reach out to me and say, why'd he say that?
But I at least admitted my gap of knowledge. The point is that we're not gonna pretend.
Okay, well, I know about what happened, but I have not listened to the album. But David Harbour, a.k.a. the Red Guardian.
The Red Guardian.
What?
The Red Guardian.
From the Thunderbolts. But also, of course, most widely known as the father figure police guy on Stranger Things.
Hawk? Officer Hawk?
No, they live in Hawkins, Indiana.
Hopper.
Hopper. I only watched 1.5 seasons of Stranger Things, you guys. Don't be nasty to me. Yeah, so he is going through a very public, messy divorce with this woman named Lily Allen, who's like a British pop star. They were married for 4 years. And she released an album that is a scathing tale of their divorce. Like, massively scathing. She names women that he cheated on her with by name. Now, of course, they could be pseudonyms. They could not be the real women's names, but I've heard that it is so aggressively scathing. I would be surprised if they were the real names of these women. Yeah, so he was not good to her. But it also is, like, the album says that they were in an open marriage, but I guess they had set very strict boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Strict, maybe not even boundaries. I don't know. I'm sorry, y'all. Weird opinion to have at the top of the episode, but open marriage, you have no boundaries. I'm sorry. I guess there were supposed to be rules though, and like they were supposed to be women. Like it was basically he was like supposed to only cheat on her with like women of the night.
Oh. Like
he wasn't supposed to know their names or something, but the whole point is that like she names them like who's I can't remember the example of the woman's name, but it's like who's Meredith. Like she says that like in the song, like you're not supposed to know, but who's Meredith? Like yeah, so this dude screwed her up. Yikes. It's making me almost want to listen to it, but I don't think that I have a feeling it's not for me. So I have not taken the time to listen to it yet, but yeah, tea.
Well, you know, we had a whole episode on music not being for certain people a couple weeks ago, so maybe you should just try it out anyway. You know, when we talked about Brat.
Well, I was thinking, I was like, it would be nice if, I mean, it was like, she's British. I was like, it'd be nice if it was like Brat. I don't think it is, though.
Well, in other release news, Cody Johnson put out a tear-jerking cover of Traveling Soldier. After doing it on a live stream during COVID many years ago.
People have been begging. I swear, I follow him on Instagram. It's like commented on every post.
Yeah.
Like, when are you releasing Traveling Soldier?
People requesting it at live shows, and it's good, man.
Oh my God, it's gorgeous.
It suits him so well.
And of course, he released it on Veterans Day.
And like, obviously, incredibly sad song. Like, really good storytelling. Like, it's really well written. But it just goes to another level with his voice and
his
and
voice is
conviction.
so beautiful.
Yes, absolutely. So check that one out. It's pretty good.
Our love will never end, waiting for the soldier to come back again. Never more to be alone when the letter says the soldier's coming home.
As promised, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ceremony was last week, so I had some thoughts from it. It's a 4.5 hour thing, so forgive me. I did not watch the whole thing. I watched the parts I could.
Some skippage.
I would say like it was a good from what I saw. They're not the best at mitigating some of the awkwardness of like live award type shows.
Well, it seems, I mean, if it's 4.5 hours, obviously it doesn't
too
seem
long.
like they have a time limit. So they're like, we'll just
No.
let everybody do what they want to do.
That
Because it's
and-
not like live on regular TV.
No. That, and it's like, there's so many, I guess I can't remember how many total people were inducted, but there's so many moving parts. It's like, it'd be so hard to have it knocked down to a schedule or like to like this rehearsed thing because there's just way too many people involved.
Yeah, and they all want to talk like a really long time.
Yes. But from what I saw, pretty good. Warren Zevon was awarded for, I think it was songwriting. I can't remember. Forgive me. Mr. Zevon rules at home. But the Killers did a pretty good cover of a Zevon song. So that was a good note from the ceremony. The White Stripes were inducted. And I just always, Jack White gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like,
He's so frightening.
I think he's cool. He's got good music. He's obviously very talented.
Have you ever
did
been
a lot.
Have you ever been to his record store in Nashville?
I have not been to Third Man Records.
Oh, we should go.
I understand the man has done a lot for the industry, in
Yeah, I
particular
mean, he's-
rock.
He's certainly cool, but
Oh yeah.
does he paint himself white?
Yeah.
Like, do you bleach yourself, Jack? Like, how are you so
The-
pale?
The last name it's fitting, brother.
He's a ghost. He
Um,
looks like Edward Scissorhands
Yes.
every day of the year.
Yes.
It's not a Halloween
It
ghost.
feels like he's looked the same for the past 20 years
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Anyway.
I do feel like I did think seeing him in the ceremony, like, I think maybe he's been munching a little bit recently.
He did. He gained some chub for sure.
I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
He doesn't look. I feel like
A
he's
little
looked
sickly.
sick,
Mhm.
especially being that pale. Like, if
Yeah.
you're skinny, you're gonna look sickly.
Yeah. But it was just him to accept the honor. Meg White wasn't there, and then of course I'm always reminded that they were married, but for a while when they started out before they got super popular, they told people they were siblings
See, I for a long time I thought that they were siblings.
because that's what they told people. But then
That's
people
really
found
weird.
like,
Why would you say that?
and I think it was like right as they like got big. They had gotten divorced and like somebody had found out about it, but I was like, that is just, and I'm always
Why
like,
are you
ugh.
like? Why lie?
And I'm sure they just made a game out of it, but I just,
Ew.
I don't like it.
Yeah, something about that gives me the ick.
Yes.
But I did just think that they were siblings for a long time,
Mhm.
and then it was like, you're wrong. They're not. They were married, and he took her last name.
Yeah, I think that was the case. Yes. The everything with Soundgarden was great. That was the main meat and potatoes for me. With these ceremonies, they always have people come do stuff on the stage with them, like people that inspired them or whatever. And sometimes it's like, they're inducting people and like a lot of the band members aren't alive or they didn't show up, so they invite other people or whatever. And so for Soundgarden, they did 2 songs. The second song they did Black Hole Sun, and Brandi Carlile came and sang it. And I think generally she's good at singing, but this was not the song for her. I do fear she ruined the tribute, which was very, very
She's also super self-centered, so I'm sure she loved ruining it.
very I just didn't like it. I so much so that, like, I mean, Emma can tell you, got to the first chorus and I was like, nope.
He had to turn
Skipped
it off.
I couldn't do it.
But Little Sister from Gossip Girl was fine. She
Yeah.
did the first song.
The lady from the Pretty Reckless, what's her name?
Taylor Momsen, I think.
Sure. Yeah, she
Something
did
like
a
that.
cover of Rusty Cage, and that was phenomenal. But I was not particularly fond of Brandy. Sorry, it just wasn't for me.
They could have had like Hayley Williams do it if they're insistent it
Oh,
needed to be
yeah.
a woman.
Mm-hmm.
That could have been the vibe.
Yeah, because I like Chris Cornell had like massive range. Like a lot of men cannot,
Yeah.
duplicate his or replicate his range.
But
per
am
se.
I wrong, or is Brandy Carlisle like not hardcore?
I don't think so. I
So
thought
like,
she was
why
like soft
her?
pop, right?
Yeah,
And like a little twang.
yeah. So like, she like did all that stuff with Maren Morris. Like, why her?
I don't know. I mean, Chris Cornell inspired a lot of songwriters, so maybe she is one that took more from the lyrical side rather than the content.
Hayley Williams would have been better.
Agreed. But all the like little tribute videos for each inductee were pretty sick. You're a creative editor. I thought you might find some of those to be cool. Like in particular,
Yeah, they were cool.
The one for Outkast was really cool. All like the montage stuff. It tells the band's history and their story and how they got to where they are and stuff. But I thought the one for Outkast was particularly cool. And Donald Glover had a lot of good things to say about Andre 3000 and Big Boi.
Were they there?
They were there.
I was editing the last week's episode while he was watching it, and then I went to Pilates, so I did not watch it.
Yes, they were present and accounted for. They had a big entourage there for
Did
sure. It was
Andre was he like wearing a cape or anything?
cool. I
Like,
can't remember what he
was he
wearing,
like
but
drinking out of a vase? Like, was he doing anything weird? Dude, Big Boi's solo career, so good.
Okay, All Night. What else?
The other one.
Which is
There's one more. But All Night is really good. Oh, I think I know the Kill Jill one, but that's not what I was thinking about. Maybe it is just All Night, but All Night by Big Boi is awesome.
If it's alright, I wanna kick it with you all night, all night.
Oh yeah, it's a great great song, great track from his album Boomyverse, released in 2017.
I don't know
What
if
a
it was
year.
supposed to be boomy.
Boomiverse.
Boomiverse. Wait, scroll down.
If it's alright.
Freakonomics.
Oh, yeah.
I need to learn that one. Freakonomics.
So yeah, that was the rock ceremony. It's available to watch on Disney Plus if you're interested and want to take a look. Radiohead came back. Looks like just for Europe only. It was playing their first set of live shows since 2018. I believe they kicked off the European tour in Madrid.
Why just in Europe?
Well, they're from England,
Oh,
but
British?
I don't know if
I
they've.
didn't know that.
I don't know if they plan to come over to the U.S., but they haven't been a band since 2018. A lot of their members have done a bunch of solo work. Like I think Tom York has been a part of like a couple of different solo albums and other projects in this time, but they haven't been in a band in a while. And I'm like, man, everybody want to get back together after the Gallaghers got back together. Hey, man, everybody want to do it.
Yeah, and I'm
Everybody wanna
sorry,
do
it's
it.
not going to be as cool. I'm sorry. Oasis Reunion was a feel-good event of the year, so...
But I will say, shout out to Oasis for that, because it does seem like,
Oh, yeah.
if they can at least figure it out, like other bands can too.
Yeah, if
And-
those boys can figure it out. They didn't speak to each other for a decade.
And I think the biggest piece to it, people are probably seeing is like, they're probably seeing how like excited and how like happy fans are,
And how
just to
much
see it.
mass quantities of money.
Cash they can yes. Forget the happy.
Mass quantities of money they're making.
There is that, yes. But still, I've seen a lot of good stuff. People being very, very excited about them coming back. And, because for a lot of people, this is just like stuff they listened to when they were teenagers or when they were in college. And, maybe they got the chance to see them back then, but odds are it probably didn't, especially with Oasis because they were playing massive, massive places for so long and didn't do a lot of shows. But, it gives people that whole opportunity now, which is cool.
Absolutely. I don't want to hear Creep, though. I'm really good.
It's so interesting to me. They're from British, but one of their...
They're from British.
They're from British.
They are from British.
They are... The cover for OK Computer is the Interchange in Hartford.
Yeah. What?
How about that?
Creep makes me sick to my stomach.
It's Dave Chappelle's go-to karaoke song. Yeah, he's famously known for that.
That's really funny.
He loves doing that one. I thought this was cool. Michael Jackson became the first artist to have a top 10 hit in 6 different decades.
Oh, because of Thriller?
Because Thriller re-entered the top 10 on the Billboard charts for Halloween. So,
but it's 2025. Did that not happen in 2020?
Well, I think Thriller came out in like 85.
Oh,
so it's
I understand.
84, 85.
I'm thinking in decades it would just be the block, not like actually year to year.
Yeah. Like from when it came out
Understood.
in the 80s to now.
Okay,
yes.
okay, understood.
So I thought that was cool. I mean,
that's interesting.
A feat nobody has achieved.
Certainly.
So, shame he wasn't around to see it. Anyway, the Grammy noms are in Album of the Year nominations are Debitria Más Fotos, Bad Bunny.
Wow.
This title, I would think this would be like 2011 Bieber, but his album Swag.
Do you think he swags when he surfs?
I would hope.
Watch him surf and swag.
And I'm going to say swaggy in 3, 2, 1, swaggy. No? Anyway, Man's Best Friend. You're familiar with that one?
Yes.
Sabrina.
Y'all got a full track-by-track review of that one.
Let God Sort 'Em Out by Clips, Pusha T, and Malice.
Pusha T isn't in jail? I thought he was in jail.
Yeah, listen, you can record stuff from jail.
I guess that's true.
Mayhem, Gaga, that was expected. GNX, Kendrick, also expected. Mutt, Leon Thomas, and Chromacopia by Tyler, the Creator. If we're talking percentage of what I've heard of all of these, less than 10%, I would say.
Well, yeah, you've heard Man's Best Friend.
I've heard a bunch of stuff from Mayhem because I got friends that listen to it. But
Mike has gay friends, you guys.
And that's all they listen to.
What a good guy.
That is what they are bumping in the car.
Yes.
I like some of the Gaga songs.
I like some of the Gaga songs. What the does she know about cameras?
I did learn one interesting thing about the Grammy noms today. For Best New Artist, there are 2 people who were formerly in the Hype House that are both nominated for Best New Artist. One of them...
Does that count?
Does what count?
Well, if they already have attention, did they make music in the Hype House?
No.
Oh, okay. Never.
They made TikToks of them shaking ass and being weird. Okay? One of them... I was like, oh, okay.
It's going to be their presidential
Addison
campaign
Rae.
one day. Shake ass and be weird.
I mean, maybe that would be mine, but one of them, Addison Rae. Okay, that made sense to me. I know Addison Rae's on the radio. I don't know much about the Hype House. That was beyond me. I was too old for that. That was for people younger than us. I was never part of a generation that cared about things like that, but I was aware of what it was, and if I had to name people that were in it, one of them would be Addison Rae. I probably could only name her, Charlie D'Amelio. There was that emo boy Charlie D'Amelio was dating, HUD or something.
Sure.
I don't think I can name any of the rest of them. Because then, so I heard this, and I was like, well, who's the other one? I don't remember his full name right now, but that horrible, awful, god-awful Mike's No Good Jam, or whatever Ordinary.
Oh,
that
Alex
guy,
Warren?
that guy was in the Hype
That
House.
sucks.
I learned that today. I said, God, ooh, sorry, I'm peeking. I'm getting worked up about it. I said, God, made him worse. That song already sucked so bad. Now I learned he was in the Hype House. He was being all weird with Lil Huddy, that was his name. Doing TikTok dances and being a freak. Ew. But I actually, unfortunately, against my will, kind of like Addison Rae's song Diet Pepsi.
Oh, yeah. We've talked about that one before.
But I don't know who the other nominees are, but I'm assuming one of them has to be Tate McRae.
I'm sure.
And I would like to say, I did, one time on the podcast, I did a Tate McRae rant. I'm not saying I like her now. I haven't changed my tune. But I go to so many workout classes at our gym that's on campus here. And the college-age girls love her.
Mm-hmm.
Love her. And so I constantly listen to her at the gym. And I have decided I think she's okay to listen to at the gym. She has like some songs that make sense at the gym.
Okay.
So I'm all right with that.
Well, thanks for that omission.
So I take a small portion of that rant back because I'm not angry about listening to her at the gym anymore.
Well, thank you for that. We're going to talk about Dayglow today because recently I had heard this song just come up. Shout out to Spotify Shuffle on the like 5% of the time where it actually plays something good on the autoplay. Based on stuff you've listened to, this is something I had not. I was familiar with Dayglow's game prior to this episode, but I was not familiar with this piece of work in particular. And I just remember we were driving back in a rental car to catch a flight, and we were talking about something. Excuse me, but I could hear this song play in the background. I was like, "Ooh, what was that?" And so I remember looking at my phone real quick just to make sure I couldn't remember the title. And so we're gonna give it a whirl. Dayglow, the artist, is from Aledo, Texas. Very, very small place near the DFW area, but it has a population of about 5,000 people. So very, very small. Bill Paxton lived there at one point. Huge rip to Bill Paxton. But I am referring to Dayglow as one person because it kind of is. The man's name is Sloan Strubble.
That's weird. Sloan is a girl's name.
Well, that's his name. Sloan Strubble from Aledo, Texas. Self-taught on all the instruments that you hear on the track. So guitar, bass, keyboard, drums, all that good stuff. It is a one-man project that he calls Dayglow. But he never likes to refer to it just being him. Like he'll always say like it is Dayglow. Like a Tame Impala situation. Like it is this thing. So yeah, he's self-taught on everything. He does it all, lays it down on the tracks, and then also mixes it all at home. Started by doing the garage band thing, you know.
Like that little kid, that kid on TikTok. I've shown you him, the little guy, and he'll like hear a song and then he like remakes it all himself, and his parents will record it.
Mm-hmm.
He's like 8.
Yeah.
He is like 8.
He is like 8. He's also an August Leo like yourself. He's only like 12 days younger than me. Like he was 99.
What was his birthday?
August 10th. But he began making music, I think, in his later stages of high school, like doing his own stuff, under the name Kindred, mostly posting stuff on SoundCloud, but I think there's only like 1 or 2 singles from that name that are actually on Spotify or like available to stream. But he adopted the Dayglow thing in the fall of 2017, which would have been his senior year of high school. Dayglow's first album, Fuzzy Brain, was released a year later in the fall of 2018, which was his freshman year or first couple of years at University of Texas at Austin. So,
Horns down,
unfortunately.
Rough.
But could you imagine releasing an album like 2 months into your freshman year, man?
Yeah, dude, I was barely releasing an essay.
Exactly. I let on a freaking album, which it seemed like he was working on for the better part of a year or two, but still, like,
I was busy with getting stuff for my toga.
Not for real.
I was getting stuff for my pirate costume.
I was just in the dining hall just trying to find something different. I kept eating the same stuff, let alone thinking about writing an album.
I was thinking about how am I going to get tickets to LSU game.
Exactly.
I was not writing an album.
No. But yes, the album Fuzzy Brain came out in September of 2018. The cover is a picture of a claymation mold that he did himself of himself. So kind of creative.
A self-portrait.
Self-portrait in claymation, or a clay model.
Clay.
Yes. Yeah, clay. Yeah. There's no mation.
If it's just a photo, it's just clay.
Yeah, you're right. It's a clay.
Should we do that?
Sure. Make a little.
We could do it of each other.
Yeah, that'd
You ever
be fun.
sat around and played with clay?
Not since my Play-Doh days.
Oh,
not
Play-Doh
really.
doesn't count.
Yeah, I mean,
No, I'm talking about polymer clay.
No, it's been a
I
while.
had an extreme polymer clay addiction, collection, obsession as a child. We would go to the Michaels, and it'd be like, okay, you can pick out 3 colors. And I had so much polymer clay.
I take that back. We used to make polymer like clay or like putty or whatever in science labs. As like
Oh.
whenever we get to polymers, it was like, oh, you can make this.
Oh.
You never had that?
No, I think I've taken far fewer science classes than you in my time.
Yeah, but I think I did this in high school.
What class were you doing that in?
Dude, I don't know. I just remember being in a lab and I was
I never
definitely
got-
making polymer.
I would
situation.
definitely remember if I got to make polymer
I guess
clay.
so, then
That would have
maybe-
really excited me. All I remembered that excited me was dissection.
Perhaps.
I'm a real freak. I loved ripping stuff apart.
Perhaps I did it in college then. But no, I mean, do you want to mess around with polymer clay these days?
Yeah, that sounds super fun.
That would have been a perfect opportunity for you to do the "no, I'm trying to quit" joke.
Oh,
I was trying to hit you with a layup there, but
I've been.
because you said you had a bit of a problem, so I was like, oh,
I did have. Well, as a
no,
little
I'm trying
kid,
to,
I did.
I'm trying to quit.
And then we put it in the toaster oven.
You didn't put it in your Easy Bake Oven?
No, they're too tall. The Easy Bake Oven gotta be really flat.
Oh, okay.
But no, we had a toaster oven in the craft room so we didn't have to take the polymer clay downstairs. Priorities.
Well, the album Fuzzy Brain was so successful with the lead single "Can I Call You Tonight," which I think you know. At least if you don't know
Oh.
by name, you've definitely heard it before.
Okay.
But the album was so successful, he got an invite to play at Austin City Limits, ACL. Which, I mean, I guess he would have been right there in town.
Yeah,
He's a
they don't
student.
have to. He don't have to be put up nowhere. Nothing.
I'm sure he, played some, 2:00 slot on whatever sponsor stage
They
or whatever.
probably
but-
loved him at the frat parties.
Yeah, probably.
Horns it down though.
Yes.
It's a way of
But
life.
he's released 4-ish albums in total, including one this year, which was kind of a deluxe boot of the self-titled album, in today's album that we're talking about. But he's very, I would say, traditional alt nation-y indie pop kind of vibe. It all kind of sounds like this song. There's a couple of other amalgamations of this and different ideas that he played around with on different albums, but it all sounds like it belongs on Alt Nation for sure. But let's talk about the album. So he felt like he was trapped in a phase creatively, felt like maybe he was trying to do a little bit too much. So he stated that this album has felt like I had unlocked a trapped part of my brain creatively. It was like, oh yeah, this is what my music is supposed to sound like. This is Dayglow. So tried to peel back a little bit on stuff. I think the album before it, there was a lot of layers, a lot of synthesizer stuff, a lot. And so tried to peel back on it. He had stated in a video about the song in particular, because if you go on his YouTube channel, he's got videos about how he's made songs, and he'll literally go into the file on his computer on Logic and he'll break
That's
it
fun.
down. It is very fun.
That's fun.
It's very honest. It's very approachable. Because he'll even for the video on this song, the software Logic has a bunch of presets, and so he was saying people always ask him what's that guitar tone, what's this, what's that, and he's like, if you got Logic and this preset and put the instrument into the computer, boom, there you go. So I think there's a lot of beauty in that simplicity and that honesty as
Being
well.
honest about it, yeah.
Yeah, not trying to do too much. But for the previous album before the self-titled, when they went on tour for it, because it had a bunch of synth stuff, he said it was kind of difficult to reproduce live. So the main idea for the self-titled was having the live thing in mind and how to, because they wanted to play it all. They didn't want to just do like click tracks or backing tracks or anything like that. So that was definitely an approach. But it produced 2 singles, this one and a song called Cocoon. And the deluxe version of this album came out this year in June of 2025. So that's why I say 4-ish, because the deluxe version, I think, has like another 8 or 9 songs or something. So that's like, it's kind of a whole different album. In itself.
3.5.
Well, 4 albums and then the deluxe.
Oh,
so
4.5.
Yeah, that's why I said 4-ish. Like 4,
okay.
yeah.
4.5.
Anyway, let's talk about the song Every Little Thing I Say I Do. Not Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic.
Unfortunately.
Hey, don't be hating on the song.
I'm
now.
not hating on it, but I love
Damn.
every little thing she does
Damn.
is magic. That song's a vote.
No.
I do have a thought about the name of the song, though.
Neo.
I do have a thought about the name of the song.
Okay.
If I did everything I said, that would be a big problem.
Okay.
He says, every little thing I say, I do. If every little thing I said, I then did, be a big problem.
Massive problem for you.
Yeah.
You would be in a lot of trouble.
I'd have to stop talking altogether. You'd have to sew my mouth shut.
She'd be mute.
I'd have to turn into Helen Keller.
Well, you're not blind or deaf. You'd just be
Neither
mute.
was she.
Oh.
I'm a Helen Keller denier. I've already said it on the podcast.
The lyrical content for Every Little Thing I Say I Do. There's a lot of emphasis on self-doubt, but just embracing being you and doing the things that you'll say you do. But
okay,
it is
define gravity.
It's all yes, a little bit. Go see Wicked. What's
Wicked
it
for Good.
For Good. Wicked for Good. In theaters Friday, November 21st. Not a sponsor.
We'll be there. We're going opening night.
We're going on the 20th.
Yeah, opening night.
It's also a play. The song's a play on his perfectionism, just trying to be perfect. And he even talks about in the video for this song, like sometimes he'll lay something down, like a solo or a line or something, and then he'll have to just like leave the room for an hour and then come back to it. And it's like, okay, that actually does sound pretty good. Versus
I have to
like
do that with
trying
things.
to do things over and over and like, no, it's not quite right. No, it's not quite right. So it's a little bit of a play on the perfectionism of like, it's kind of to the audience's benefit that he isn't doing everything he'll say he does, because like clearly the product is something that they enjoy. So if he's going to continue to be like this perfectionist and continue to make a bunch of edits, like it's probably good he just kind of leaves it at where it is. But yeah, real simple setup. Again, thinking about the live reproduction of these songs, and I mean they're pretty the core 4 instruments with just some extra things on top, little effects and whatnot, and some double tracks and whatnot, but still pretty easily to reproduce live.
So does he have other people that perform with him?
Yes, he does have a touring outfit.
Or is he like a one-man band and he's got everything strapped to him and he looks like a cartoon and his stomach is a big bass drum?
Dum, dum,
Or does he look like that? Is he the Nutcracker? Or?
If only. He's got an accordion. Is that your best accordion?
I was trying to stop it early. I didn't want to bother everyone.
Okay.
I could have kept going, but I decided not to.
You could have perturbed everybody.
I'm sure that's what I do every week on the podcast. I'm sure I perturb everyone every Monday.
So other than this
That bitch
song,
wasn't on the show.
other than this song being incredibly catchy, and you're thinking to yourself, as you probably heard this at the title sequence of the episode today, that melody, the da 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 da. You might think to yourself, is that Kung Fu Fighting?
Just like a song at the Chinese restaurant, like the
Yeah.
Chinese buffet.
And those allegations, you'd be correct in thinking that. He said that
He can't beat the allegations.
he did say he stumbled upon that melody accidentally, and just liked it and kept it. So
Not beating the allegations. Many aren't. Many aren't.
What's interesting about the verses of the song, I feel like the lyrics are sung in a very like legato, like kind of almost like a crooner way, but the instrumentation underneath is very like quick, upbeat staccato, and the choruses match the instrumentation. But because the song is meant to be a little bit self-reflective, you kind of get drawn more into the words that way because it stands out amongst the instrumentation. Like, I think when you first hear the song kick in and you're kind of vibing with the tempo, you're kind of expecting maybe something to match that. And it doesn't. It kind of stands apart. And I think that was something that was like immediately noticeable to me. And something that I think is very cool, and helps the lyrical content of the song get across, if you're me. Because I know for a lot of people, they'd rather just listen to, or they're not lyrics people, they just kind of do the thing. I'm just a music person. I'll take it all in, just kind of depends on the song.
Soaks it in through osmosis.
But this is definitely one where I feel like you're more drawn in to pay attention to lyrics for that stylistic choice. It's got an interesting guitar solo. It almost kind of sounds like it's played through like a broken amp, and you got to kind of be listening for it. But
that's a preset on Logic?
Yes, it's a preset on Logic.
I was listening.
It's got a really goofy music video too, where it's just him kind of playing the different instruments of the song, and then the music video just zooms in on different aspects of his body, his instruments. So he ends up with big shoes.
It's goofy looking.
Big torso looking, big teeth at times, big instruments. Big
but just
hands.
in a like zoomed in cropped way, not like a fully like
Yes.
actually like edited way.
Like if you were to just like zoom in on my hand here and make it look massive and be like, oh my God, he's
Sounds
a
like
monster.
Sounds like I'm doing that to your hand.
A dumb little monster.
Big bad monster.
She's a monster. She's a monster.
But if my analysis wasn't enough for you, again, he's got a whole like 20-minute video on his YouTube where he literally breaks down every track and talks about it. So if you want more on this song, and you want to hear from the man himself, you actually can. So I don't know if I can do it all justice, but those were the main takeaways. And something else that I found interesting too, while he was recording the vocal track, his wife came in the room and like said something, and I guess I don't know if she realized he was recording, and then she was just kind of like, oh, and like turned around, and he kept whatever like little sound bit that she gave in the recording, and it's like leading up into the chorus. You kind of have to be looking for it. But
Okay, ad-lib.
that was a little funny.
That's like when my mom interrupted Lauren and I
This Squirrel's
performing
on
This
Fire?
Squirrel is on Fire. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, we kept it in the edit too.
What a track. What a track.
I will not be inserting that in the podcast. I'm sorry.
But that is Every Little Thing I Say I Do. Go check it out, because I bet it's been in your head this whole episode just from hearing the little snippet of the song.
If you're on YouTube.
And now it's time for the segment portion of today's show. Kicking us off as always is Emma's Everyday Jam, the song that my lovely co-host has been regularly bumping and cruising along to for the past week. What you got?
Aw, thank you for calling me lovely. That's kind.
You're welcome.
Honestly, earlier we were talking about the impact Oasis has had on this year. And,
Yes.
coming into the end of the year, I've just been in a reflection mode. So I've been listening to Oasis vibes in the area, of course. So I'll pick cigarettes and alcohol. It's my everyday jam.
Nice.
Which does harken back to what the everyday jam is, because it has been my everyday jam before.
Yes. Now it's time for our major minor chords, a segment of the show in which we discuss our respective highs and lows for the week. What you got?
My high is that I know I'm going to be so proud of you this weekend when you run your second marathon.
Yeah.
And my low is that you're leaving me to go do it. But this just was not going to work out for me to go with you. So I also feel bad that I won't be there to support you, but I will be there in spirit.
It's okay. I'm always conflicted about runner support. It's like I always love seeing the support. But then I also feel bad because it's like you only see me for like 2 seconds. You know, with a long race, it's like, yeah, you get to see me multiple times. But like, I just always feel bad. I'm like, oh my God.
It was an ordeal to
all-day
orchestrate that.
I'm aware.
Which
That's
was
why I
fun
feel
for the
bad.
first one.
Yes. So I'm thankful for that. And I'm, you know, of course I know you wish you could be there, but I'm also thankful you don't have to deal with the ordeal of it. So.
It would be harder in a place where I don't have a car.
Or have a lay of the land.
Yeah. I was very familiar with where I was going in
Yes.
Memphis.
I guess maybe preemptive minor, not looking forward to the pain afterwards, but preemptive major looking for the gain. All right.
Yeah, you'll feel so good about yourself. As someone who did not get off my ass and go to spin class this morning and I slept in, I felt like a loser all day because I did it.
Well, you're not a loser.
And I wish I didn't do that. Maybe that's my minor, actually.
Now it's time for our honorable mentions, the songs that almost made the cut or follow a similar rhyme or reason to today's track. Kicking us off, leading the pack is the single that broke through Dayglow and brought him into popular attention. It's "Can I Call You Tonight."
So can I call you tonight? I'm trying to make up my mind. Just how I feel. Could you tell me what's real?
Next up, one of my recent faves, Stolen Gin, released a good single for their upcoming album, and it's called "Proof of Heaven." But of course, on the sheet I wrote what the band's name is Stolen Gin, but Emma has recently been calling them Thieved Liquor.
I'm not even sure if thieved is a word.
Thoven Liquor. So yeah, Proof of Heaven. And this is going to make Emma roll her eyes, but I've been on a Strokes kick recently. I have to, I was already listening to them a bit, but then listener Tommy had brought up another one of their songs, and so I just kept, going deeper on a Strokes deep dive. So listen to Reptilia. It's on the Guitar Hero 3 soundtrack, bro. That's a classic. Remember that one. But yeah, Reptilia by the Strokes.
Ooh, can I make one last comment before we end the podcast?
Sure.
Guys, I just want to follow back on the Spotify drama. I did get the appeal back, and it was, in fact, denied. They do not believe in fair use. And while my father is a lawyer, I do not think he will represent me against Spotify, nor do I care that much. If we really blow the podcast up, then maybe I'd fight harder. But my appeal was denied, and they said if I continued to fight it, that it could get my podcast taken down. So from now on, you will have to, if you want to hear the music, you will have to click on the linked
And do some research.
music on
Yes.
Spotify, which I link every song we talk about, or just go watch it on YouTube.
Yes. Well, that's going to do it for us this week, folks. We appreciate the like, follow, share, comment, subscribe, listen, all that good stuff. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.